I gave my husband's mother the ancestry kit she asked for and let it run. Okay, so Diane, my mother-in-law has this whole thing about blood. Like her entire personality is that her people came from good stock. She says that out loud at Thanksgiving. Good stock, not like some families. The some families was me. Always me. She'd bring up my parents' divorce, the fact that I didn't know my dad's side, all of it. And then she'd do this little laugh and go, no offense, honey, you just come from unknown territory. And everybody at the table would just keep chewing. So when the ancestry thing went on sale in November, she asked for the kit. Specifically, she wanted the one with the relatives feature, the whole package. She told my husband Mark, I want to finally have it documented so the grandchildren know exactly where they come from. She meant so the grandchildren know they're half me. I bought it. I'm the one who's good with the tech stuff, so I set up the account, I registered the tube, I did all of it. She spit in the thing at her own kitchen table and handed it back to me like I was the help. Don't lose it, she said. I didn't lose it. Here's the part I need to explain right. When you do those kits, there's a setting. You can turn the DNA relatives matching on or off. On means it compares your sample to everyone else in their database and tells you who you're related to. Diane wanted it on. She was so excited about it. She kept saying she couldn't wait to see the distinguished connections. So I left it on. She asked me to leave it on. I want that on the record. She also planned a whole dinner around the reveal. She wanted everyone there, both her sons, the grandkids, her sister, to sit in the living room while she read the results off the TV. She'd been telling her sister for weeks about the family coming from Lords or something. I'm not exaggerating. Lords. The results came in on a Tuesday, 2 days before the dinner. And because I set up the account, they came to my email. I opened it. The ethnicity stuff was boring, honestly, just the regular European mix everybody gets. But the relatives tab had a notification on it. A little red dot. One match, highest possible confidence. The category the app uses when it's basically certain. Parents, child, a woman, 51 years old. There was a first name and a little message she'd already sent, because she'd been in the system for years just waiting. It said, I think you might be my mother. I was born in March 1974 in Riverside. I've been looking for a long time. No pressure. Diane was 19 in 1974. I sat with that email for a long time. I did the math like 4 times. I looked at the woman's photo and she had Diane's exact jaw. The one Mark has, the one my son has. Mark doesn't have a sister. As far as he's ever known, he has one brother. And that's the whole family. Diane never remarried, never mentioned anything, never once. So here's where I'm supposedly the villain. Because I had 2 days. I could have called Diane. I could have quietly turned the matching off, deleted the message, buried it, and handed her a clean printout of distinguished European ancestry at her little dinner and let her have her lords. I didn't do any of that. I didn't touch a setting. I just showed up Thursday with a bottle of wine and let her plug the laptop into the TV herself. She did her whole speech first, stood in front of the screen, glass in hand, told everyone this was about knowing who we really are and where our blood comes from. She looked right at me when she said it. She actually said, some of us have always known and some of us are about to find out. And I said, you should open the relatives tab first, Diane. It's the exciting part. She smiled. She clicked it. The photo came up on a 60-inch screen. The message came up under it. Her sister read it out loud before Diane could stop her. The whole thing. March 1974, Riverside. I think you might be my mother. The room went dead. Mark said, Mom, and his voice cracked in the middle of it. Diane put her glass down very carefully and said, turn it off. Nobody moved. She turned to me. Her hands were shaking. She said, you knew. You saw this and you didn't say a word to me. And I said, you told me to leave the matching on. You wanted it documented so the grandchildren would know exactly where they come from. I picked my wine back up. So now they do. She's not speaking to me. Mark's sister flew in last weekend. Diane hasn't mentioned good stock once.